moving closer every day.
So we will run along life's race. IYF, the spring of change, lifting every feet with seas of hope and happiness. IYF, tomorrow's faith, the compass in our hearts, the guide to a brighter
Traveling on life's road together, heading for the destination. It is just a day away.
We will run along life's race.
If it's challenging,
Living unity, straight through us the world. There's no other place more beautiful, filling every heart with joy and happiness. We're in
if it's
challenges, really unity, joining every heart through us the world. There's no other place more beautiful, filling every heart with joy and happiness.
take a look, the world that surrounds you, discovering how unified, loving kindness with understanding, becoming God's bright shining light. Friends who've never met each other, heading for one destination, moving closer every day.
So we will run along life's race. IYF, the spring of change, lifting every feet with seas of hope and happiness. IYF, tomorrow's faith, the compass in our hearts, the guide to a brighter
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, so did you had a great lunch? Yes, so thank you very much. So I know that you guys enjoy our yesterday program, which is the Mind Recreation and Academies. Did you? So can you give me a heart sign if you did? Okay, I can see our participants really enjoy our yesterday activities. So today we've prepared another program, which is the Good News Corps Volunteer. And for this Good News Corps volunteer is intended for the youths who wanted to volunteer overseas. And by the program, there's a lot of youths change their hearts and had turning point in their life. So now at this time, let us welcome them with a big round of applause.
Welcome to the Catch Up GNC.
My name is Nicole.
And my name is June, and it's a beautiful day for all of our World Camp participants. We know that you registered for this camp out of curiosity to discover new things by joining our academies and activities.
Yes, and today we want to introduce to you one of the highlight programs of the International Youth Fellowship, and that is the Good News Corps Overseas Volunteering Program.
Now you heard about volunteering. Do you know that the youth or staffs who are preparing and running this World Camp are mostly high school students and college students?
Yes, that's right. But how could they prepare for this such a big event, right? And have this kind of knowledge and creativity?
Exactly. That's why we want to guide our World Camp participants to know what is GNC all about. Why should I become a GNC or Good News Corps? And what will I gain after becoming a GNC?
All right, so this time we will send our students or participants to the breakout room to show you some glimpse of what it is like to live as an overseas volunteer abroad. You will just need to stay in your room and your teachers will visit you per country. So remember, don't leave the room, all right? So just wait there and relax. So, see you later!
As a set, it is a god. Shichi Fukujin, a group of 7 gods. Juken no Kami-sama, god of the exam. In the present, people go to the temple and wish. In other words, it doesn't matter where the temple or god is, and it's not strange to do this in a year. Oinari-san, fox god, and the more, the merrier. Neki Neko, god of business, invites someone to bring one's money. There's so many gods that they have to make a picture book of it. It's a strange view of religion, but it's only because they don't know the real God. But in Japan, God will be raised up. As it is written, be still, and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Thank you.
これから日本の四季を紹介します。日本は4つの季節があります。日本では3月から5月を春、6月から8月を夏、9月から11月を秋、そして12月から2月を冬と言います。日本語ではこれを春夏秋冬と言います。まずはについて紹介します。春は少しずつ暖かくなり、さまざまな種類の花が咲き始めます。桜は日本人にとって春の象徴です。学校は4月から始まり、3月に終わります。なので、春は卒業と入学の季節でもあります。次は夏について紹介します。日本の夏は地域によって異なりますが、とても暑い季節です。人々はよく海や川に行きます。そしてお祭りや花火大会が行われます。花火は迫力があり、とても綺麗です。次は秋で紹介します。日本では紅葉を見て楽しむ季節です。人気のある紅葉スポットは京都です。そして秋は食欲の秋とも言われます。なのでこの季節は美味しい食べ物がたくさんあります。最後に冬について紹介します。日本の冬はとても寒いです。いろんな地域で雪が積もります。そして綺麗に輝くイルミネーションが見られます。伝統的料理のおせちが食べられます。ぜひ日本に訪れて季節によって異なる文化や食を体験してみてください。いつでもあなたをお待ちしております。ようこそ日本へ。こんにちは。Hello everyone, it's me Yu Shimokawa. Today we're gonna be learning Japanese greetings. Are you ready to learn? Then, let's get started. おはようございます。おはようございます。This is good morning, and this is a polite version. おはようございます。and おはようおはよう。This is also good morning, and this is a casual version. おはよう。おはよう。We use it with our family and friends. And next, こんにちは。こんにちは。means hello and good afternoon. こんにちは。Normally, we don't use it with our family and friends. こんにちは。The next, こんばんは。こんば。This meaning is good evening. Good evening. Normally, we also don't use it with our family and friends. こんばんは。こんばんは。The next, すみません。すみません。It means, it has two ways. One, I'm sorry, and excuse me. If you want to say sorry, I'm sorry to others, you can say すみません。すみません。And at the restaurant, if you want to call someone, you can raise your hand and すみません。You can say すみません and then someone will come to you. And lastly, ありがとうございます。ありがとう。This meaning is thank you. This is a polite version. ありがとうございます。And ありがとう。ありがとう。Everyone, really easy. The Bible says the beginning of a word, words with God, and word God. It had power. When I was volunteer in Malawi, there was no one who could speak Japanese, and I could hardly understand and speak English, and hard for me at the time. But I had another heart, which I wanna communicate with them. I wanna share my heart. Through the grace of God, I could speak my heart and share my heart and also communicate with them. And also, the Bible says, and the Word was made flesh and dwell among us. Learning language is very important to communicate to others. If you come to Japan as a volunteer, GNC volunteer, you will get precious experience that you can't get anywhere else. I hope ever to be interested. Thank you for listening. ました。
Japan, with its unique and rich culture, and with its famous cherry blossom, a well-developed country, a country formed by history, a place where the great Mount Fuji lies. The land of the rising sun. When people hear about Japan, but behind the beauty and Japan lies a despair among the hearts of the citizens, especially the youths. Through the different activities IYF have made CLF mind education, and people also found their true happiness, hope in their hearts. During the audience didn't amaze on how great the acting or how good the performances are. As an amateur, we commit lots of mistakes. We've gone to different places. The stage changed, the audience changed, but the expressions of their faces and their hearts on their way home is just the same. A mirror of pure happiness and thankful hearts. During the cantata tour is when we encountered the true Japan. From the word itself, volunteer, we usually mean it as rendering a service for free or without receiving any amount of money or service in return. But as a goodness corps volunteer in Japan, we gained more what we gave. Through challenges and exchange, we gained other people's heart.
Xin chào. I'm Hoa. I'm from Vietnam. Right now in Japan. Japan, like the park, some playground is so green and so beautiful. สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everyone. I'm Tim from and now I'm a volunteer in Japan. And why to came Japan? Because Japan is beautiful country and of course I love Japanese food. Japanese food is very oishi. Everyone please come to Japan and
We overcome challenges. We share countless memories together. Our lackings, country that seems like a barren land for the gospel is where we found our treasure. We exchange our time, our youths, our everything. Through a small person that we are, countless Japanese have changed. Now, it's time for you to change Japan.
Everyone, Japanese is interesting, right? Come to Japan as a volunteer. Thank you. Come to Japan as a volunteer and experience new season in the comments for Facebook videos. This session shows people who will be coming Japan. I will teach you one phrase. Matane. This
Mata ne.
I will introduce Korea, okay? So I will share my screen. Please tell me if you can see my screen. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, if you can see my screen, can you make triangle? No? Yes? So in the Squid Game, diba, they were invited with the one paper with circle, triangle, square, right? So all of us, all of you are invited another Squid Game for this word camp. So the name of this game is 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. Okay? Are you ready? Are you all ready? Are you all ready? If you're ready, can you make triangle? I will see. Could you please make this one? Okay, very good. So let's start the game. So in Squid Game, the first game that they played was green light, red light, right? So while the green light, you will move. And then red light, you have to stop. If you will not stop, the robot will shoot the laser, right? But in Korea, the actual game, the real game, if you listen carefully in the Squid Game, the robot is saying 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다, like this. So what is the meaning of 무궁화? 무궁화 is Korea national flower of Korea. In the Philippines, your national flower is sampagita, right? Am I correct? Yes. So in Korea, our national flower is mugunghwa, and it's kind of hibiscus. And then one of my students told me that it's gumamela, kind of gumamela. So if you want to see Korean national flower, you can see anywhere in the Philippines. When you see the gumamela, that's the mugunghwa pala, like that. Anyway, and then 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. 꽃 meaning is flower. Okay? 피었습니다. What is the meaning of 피었습니다? Bloomed. So 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. Meaning is the 무궁화 flower bloomed. The gumamela is bloomed already. That's the meaning. Okay, not the green light. Okay, so in the Philippines, I heard that it's 7 up and stop. Am I correct? And stop. Yes. So in Korea, 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. If the Taya will sing, the Taya is singing this, you can run. And then 피었습니다. When the sing is, you have to stop. That's the traditional game in Korea. And then let's practice to sing together. Okay, I will sing first. 무궁화 꽃입니다. 무궁화 꽃이 피습니다. Okay, please follow me. I can see your mouth. Okay, so follow me. Ready, go. 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. Okay, very good. So, 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다 meaning is the mugunghwa flower is bloomed. Okay, so can I ask someone
Recording stopped.
Try to sing this one? Okay. Read me challenge 1, Loida de la Cruz. Hello. Could you please try to sing this one?
Recording in progress.
Ready, go. This one. So can you see?
Could you please try to sing? Ready, go.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다.
Okay, very good. Thank
Recording stopped.
you. Thank you so much. Okay, now I will ask one more. No, before we ask, let's try to listen how the robot is singing. Hear the sound? Can you hear? Yes, okay. So one more time. Okay. So now robot is asking to sing. Sing it. 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. So I will choose one to sing this. Okay. Okay, singing. Please wait. Okay, question to Miss Jonavi. Could you please start to sing this one?
Recording in progress.
Question to Miss Jonavi. Please tell this one.
Recording stopped.
Don't be shy. Could you please? Oh, okay. Let's see what the robot will say. Robot is and sorry, you did not sing. 탈락, be eliminated. So what is the meaning of 탈락? So as you here, 탈락, fail or drop out, eliminated. Okay, so because we didn't sing, so we are failed this game. Next game. Are you ready? If you're ready, can you make a circle? Okay, very good. So the next one is 이름이 뭐야? Or 이름이 뭐야? Or 이름이 뭐예요? Meaning is what? And then answer your name. Like Kate입니다. Mark Jane입니다. 혜진입니다. Like this. If Korean or robot will ask you, what is your name? You have to add 입니다 after your name. Okay? 조날린입니다. 롤란입니다. Okay? Can you follow me? 이름이 뭐야? And then your name입니다. Okay? So 이름이 뭐? Question to Miss Joy. Could you answer this one so that we can 이름이 뭐야? We are running out of time. Sorry. Oh my God, 탈락, be eliminated again. You did not know your name. Don't be offended. This is just a game. So if you want to say, or MJ입니다. Okay, next one. What is the meaning of 제발 그만해? So in the Squid Game, the old man is saying, oh, 제발 그만해. We will all die. Like that. So 제발 meaning is please. 그만해. Stop. Enough. So 제발 그만해 meaning is stop na. Like this. Okay, follow me. 제발 그만해. Okay, one more time.
Okay, so please memorize. Yes, the robot says we already passed out. Okay. So next one, what is the meaning of squid? Squid meaning is 오징어. Okay, 오징어 meaning is squid. And why do they use circle, triangle, square? So if you see the squid, diba it looks like squid naman talaga. So circle, triangle, and square. So that's the why 오징어 game named as Squid Game. Okay. So can you still follow me? Am I speak too fast? No? Okay. So now it's our final stage to pass this game. So if you don't pass here, all of us have to stay in Korea. But once you pass, we can experience other country. Okay. So I will choose 4 students, and then we are one team, and I will choose 4 students, and 4 students will answer this honeycomb. So per student will answer 1 honeycomb, and then you will answer from the left side. So I will choose change 5 Mark Louis. Hello, Mark Louis. Can you try to speak? Hello, Mark Louis. Could you please sing this? Hi. Hello. So could you please answer this one for us? Could you please sing this one for us so that we can pass? You can do it. 무궁화 꽃이.
I will read it.
Yes, I couldn't hear. One more time.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much. So through the Mark Lewis, we passed this one honeycomb. We still have 3. Next one. Okay. So, okay. Change 5. Isabel Chu, could you please answer this honeycomb for us? What is the change 5? Hi. I think PC. They can help us kaya. So change K1, what is the meaning of 오징어? So the test one, test this one. What is the meaning of 오징어? Squid. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So we can pass this one. 오징어 meaning squid. So next, Hanika, we have still 2 more. 뭐야? Who can answer this? So Miss, answer this one. 이름 뭐야? 젠입니다. Very good. Through her, we were able to pass 3 honeycomb. Last one. Who can answer this one? Last one. Okay. Rojoelin Jimens. Hello. Thank you. Please stop. Tama na. Enough na. Yes. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Congratulations. We passed this stage. Through your help, we were able to this stage. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. 안녕. So let's see. Let's next time again. So there is the invitation mark. So you have to join next year. Okay. So bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for
that I would like to introduce you, it is about the greeting. You'll say something like สวัสดี yeah, that word hello is สวัสดี but Mario is the man, right? He say ครับ yeah, ครับ oh, sorry he say ครับ at the ending of the word to be more polite. But if we are like a later, we can say ค่ะ at the end, be more polite. Let's try one more time. สวัสดี สวัสดี ครับ yeah, that's it, right? So maybe we can start together from the lady first. Let's go. สวัสดีค่ะ and สวัสดีครับ but in the clip, Mario do something like, yeah, this is the way that we greet and we bow. Okay, you can do like this. สวัสดีค่ะ yeah, and then สวัสดีครับ very so the that you should and you can talk, it is สวัสดี okay, next if you like to say nice, how to say in Thai, it is ยินดีที่ได้รู้จัก you might confuse that, it's very long. Try one more time together. ยินดีที่ได้รู้จัก if you are the girl like me, you can say ค่ะ and the boy ครับ let's say one more time together. Lady first. ยินดีที่ได้รู้จักค่ะยินดีที่ได้รู้จักครับ wow, very very nice. And next, if you want to say sorry, yeah, very easy, just 2 words. ขอโทษ ขอโทษ yeah, very short one. And then if you are the girl, you can say ขอโทษค่ะ and the boy can say ขอโทษครับ let's say together one more time. ขอโทษค่ะ ขอโทษครับ very easy one, right? And next, this is the last word that I would like to introduce to you. I have a little short video, you can see it.
นี่ค่ะคือมาริโอ เมาเลอร์ค่ะพี่ชนของน้องเองค่ะ
วันนี้นะครับพี่โอก็ต้องขอบคุณน้องเฟิร์นมาก เพราะว่าไม่ได้เจอกันนานคิดถึงครับแล้วก็ดีใจมากน้องเฟิร์น
Wow, very beautiful couple, right? Yeah, they come from the little thing called love. Yeah, I know that you guys might like watch the video, I mean the movie from them before. And the last word is ขอบคุณ ขอบคุณ ขอบคุณครับ let's say together ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอบคุณครับ by the way, Mario did something like this. Yeah, so you can do this also same as like a hello ค่ะ ขอบคุณครับ yeah, very easy, right? So we don't have much time, but I would like you to remember the first one is สวัสดี the second one รู้จัก and ขอโทษ so today I'm saying ขอบคุณค่ะ not yet, we just finished the Thai class, and next I'm going to take you to the tour, and then you can see how Thai people live, and then you can learn about the culture. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's go! Thank you. Finally, we are here. So we have the host for us today. Welcome to my home. Let's get inside. It's very hot. Thank you. It is summer in Thailand right now. It's always summer. Yes. Hey, first, please clean your hands. Okay, sure. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's really hot.
Yes, it's take some cold drink. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool down.
Thank you for having us today. So today we're gonna take you guys to see how like Thai people living. Piki, so she will be the host today. So she gonna take us to her house.
P in Thai is like older sister. So we do not call people by name. Instead of gay, she called me P gay like this. Okay. So, did you drink the water?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like some mango?
Oh, sure.
Really sweet now is the season.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you guys ever like try mango? Real mango.
Fresh.
Oh, fresh mango.
Yes.
I cannot
we
let.
can.
Can we go right now?
Okay, let's go.
Let's go first in the kitchen.
Now is the season for mango, so it's really sweet and not expensive at all. Normally we eat it with sticky rice and coconut milk. Shannon.
And Shannon wanna join us, right? Very professional one. Cutting the mango.
Anybody can do it, just cutting mango. Super sweet. Okay. For you, I just wash my hands.
Thank you. Mango and gonna tell you virtually. Yep. This is Thai mango. I'm gonna taste it.
Sweet.
Very much. It's fresh. Smell after under the very nice. I'll try it on. Thank you. So delicious. Okay, it's time already to take us to our house. Later.
So, welcome to our home again. So I just want to show you a quick word about our house. So this is typical Thai house. It's not traditional. The traditional house would be different because in the past it was American. So Thai house must be really open so the wind can blow. It's really hot and flooding. Normally, people don't live on the first floor. They live on the second floor in case of flood. So this is kind of a little bit new style. Yes. Okay. So this is my house. This is the living room. Just basically, I will sit and watch TV and just relax. Okay. And this is where I work. I work from home. I have my own business, so I work from home, taking care of my children at the same time and do some side job.
Okay. It seems like you love exercise, right?
Yes, just bicycle and this one elliptical. This is good for the legs because I like to go run for trail. It need to have strong legs to go up like 3,000 feet, something like that. And because we have 2 cats and they like to sharpen their fingernails, so it's everywhere like this. Damage everywhere. The furniture. Check out kitchen. Just one more time. Okay, and Thai people, this is rice. This is jasmine. Thai hom mali is jasmine rice. When we cooked it, when it's cooked, you can smell jasmine flowers. So we eat this basically, and our family, my husband, he loves to eat bread. So let's go upstairs. So we bought this house
It's not brand new, it was second hand. And about 10 years ago, 2010, this house was under the flood, the greatest flood of Thailand. So the water came all the way here to ladder number 3 and 4. So this was under the water, but it's called red wood in Thai. Termite doesn't eat it. You know termites, like small ants, white ants. They don't eat this wood, so it's still here. Okay, let's go upstairs. And this is my bedroom. Let's go to my bedroom.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi. Are you working on the weekend?
Oh, why not?
Because we have ceiling fan to help the AC. Okay, so he.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm John. And yes, I live here.
Where you from?
Originally I was from Canada and I've been living in Thailand for 25 years now.
25 years.
Yeah.
What you love most about Thailand?
I think I like the openness of the people, friendly and very curious about the things that we do, and Thailand is a beautiful country to live.
How about Thai food?
Thai food at the first is very spicy, but you learn to love it. Everything seems fade. You like the spiciness.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What's the balcony? So many squirrels. So this is my daughter. The first daughter. Her name is Promise. She's hiding. So she likes color blue. Is the second green color. So this is traditional Thai house.
And they are living by the bank. See the boat over there. So that is okay over there. Wow.
They are waiting for us. So this is pretty much our house in Thailand. So if you have time after the COVID-19 is gone or with the vaccine and all that, please visit places to see and have some experience staying over with some Thai family.
Thank you for watching. So, can we turn on our camera so that we can have a photo? Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. And Sawadika, bye-bye. Please wait for your next year.
So my name is Eliza and I hope you're having a great day. So today we will visit Singapore, which is known as the Lion City and as well as the one of the highly developed country in the world. So now let's meet Ma'am AC to tour us and learn about Singapore.
Hello everyone, I am AC and I've been living and working as a preschool teacher here in Singapore for more than 6 years. Join me as I share with you some interesting things about Singapore. Singapore was derived from Pura, which means Lion City. Singapore is a multi-ethnic society with residents categorized into 4 main racial groups: Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Eurasian. Let's talk about culture shock. It's difficult for me to understand the people because they use Singlish. Just like us in the Philippines, we use Tagalog. So Singaporeans use Singlish. It is mainly a combination of English and Mandarin. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, I will ask a friend like, "Are you done?" And then a friend will answer me, "Not yet lah." It sounds like they are not happy or they are upset, but actually they just added la or ma at the end of their phrases or words just to show their expression, but it has nothing negative. It has no negative meaning. Yeah, it depends on what you are talking about. Okay, and lastly is the law is very strict. It's a very strict country. A lot of things that we cannot do, and I think it's also good in a way that people are more disciplined, people are more organized. I cannot say that they don't have crime. Yeah, they do have, but it's you feel secure and safe in this country because of the kind of the government and people that they have. It's true that I don't zip my bag when I go out, and nobody take something from my bag. Yeah, it's really safe, and you can see a lot of policemen in different areas, in different places, roaming around, and the policemen are very responsive. Yes. Okay, I just knocked off, so I'm gonna show you how do their houses look like. So this is what they call flats. Yeah, most of the houses are high rise because it's a small country, so they need this kind of house, like condo, but it's not. They do have condo as well, but this is the HDB. Yes, and of course below is the car park. You can see the cars. Yeah. One advantage of having a strict law is people follow the traffic light. The malls are connected to like bus interchanges or MRT, so it's very easy to travel. It's very convenient and you won't get lost. This is how the supermarket looks like. Okay, join me as I find foil for my lesson. Want some ice cream? The malls are also connected to the MRT, so I will show you how convenient it is to go to the MRT station. So this is how it feels like riding a car in Singapore. There's no EDSA feeling, right? Yeah. It's very fast. The road is very clean. Yeah, another convenient thing in Singapore, when you borrow a book, you can just drop it here. Just drop it. Hi, I'm currently in the pantry and I want to share with you our lunch for today. Okay, so this is the rice. Yeah, it's mixed rice, brown and white rice with cabbage.
Don't be angry.
This is chicken with dark sauce and only fish not to anger. And lastly, the soup.
Ang pangit ng lighting.
Yeah, stuffed with. It's very important for the Chinese to have soup with. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy my lunch.
Doon na lang ako. Pangit ang lighting. Pangit ang lighting. Wala pang table. Alright, so how was the tour, guys? How was the tour, po? Is it good? Did you learn something about Singapore? Yes. If yes, let's give me a big heart, please. Yes. All right. So let's have a quick recap. So I'll ask you some questions. So feel free to unmute your mic if you want to answer. So Singapore was derived from Singa, and Pura, which means Lion City. What are the four main racial groups of Singapore? What are the four main racial groups of Singapore? You can unmute your mic if you want to answer.
Change one, Kit.
Okay, sir. Sige, please do the honor.
Malay, Indian, Eurasian, and Chinese.
Malay, Indian, Eurasian, and Chinese. That's right. The four main racial groups of Singapore are Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Eurasian. So what form of language does Singaporeans use? What form of language does Singaporeans use? For example, here in the Philippines, we use Taglish. It's a combination of Tagalog and English. How about in Singapore? What do you think? Sige pa. Kit? Yes?
It's Singlish.
Singlish? Yes, it's Singlish. Singlish is a combination of what language?
English and Mandarin.
Yes, that's right. It's English and Mandarin. So what are the things that fascinates you about Singapore? Based on the video presented.
Based on what I observed in the video,
Yeah.
I know they were living on flats, like tall buildings, like di mo talaga makita yung like here in the Philippines yung mga subdivisions lang, yung parang mas common dun sa Singapore is yung mga high-rise buildings, and also the way of transportation is way more convenient than here in the Philippines, of course, because Singapore is considered as a well-developed country. And yeah, Singapore is
Yes, that's right.
because I do have Singapore friends. Because I do have friends living in Singapore right now, and they always tell me that Singapore is really really nice country, but the only disadvantage of it is that it's a price. It's all about the price. It's a yeah.
That's right.
It's dollars.
Yeah. I think in Singapore, the inflation there is very high since it is a developed country. Yes. Your answer is correct. Yes. What else? What else do you think? Aside from the tall building and convenient way of travel. It's easy to travel in Singapore since it's just a small country. What else do you think? Mark, do you want to answer? I can see that you're speaking. Your mic is mute.
The law is strict.
Ano po yun ulit? Sorry.
Yung law daw po, strict.
Can you repeat your answer po? Yung law. Is that
Strict
right?
po.
Yes, that's right. Singapore has a strict law and disciplined citizens, as what Ma'am AC said when she goes out. She don't zip her bag, but no one steals or touch her things, right? So you can feel it's safe there because the policemen are also responsive, and it's everywhere. You can see them everywhere. So yeah, that's all. So I see that you listened and watch carefully, and I hope that you enjoy our tour in Singapore. Did you guys enjoy? Yes. So do you want to visit Singapore soon? Yes, me too. After the pandemic, I think, or after I graduated in college. Yes. So yes, this is the end of our tour in Singapore. So sit back and relax as you're going to visit another country, and just wait for your next tour guide. So before we say goodbye to each other, let's have a good group picture muna po. So you can post anything you want po. 1, 2, 3, go. Ayan. Wait. Sige. Isa pa. 1, 2, 3. Yes, ayan. Bigla lagi yung computer ko. Wow. So, thank you guys and goodbye. You can just wait po for your next tour guide po. Thank you.
Jinga Languni Nathan. In English, hello, my name is Nathan, and for today, I will be your host on this session. So for today, we will explore the country that is known from its beautiful and scenic savanna landscapes, its majestic mountains, and its vast biodiversity like what you have seen from the movie The Lion King, with its famous and beautiful capital city of Nairobi. I think you guys have now idea on what country I'm talking about. It is the beautiful African country of Kenya. So come on and join me to experience this beautiful and majestic country of the Pride Lands, Kenya.
Oh, Africa. Actually,
제가 생각한 아프리카는요, 일단 한국보다 덥고 습할 거라 생각했어요. 그런데 말이에요, 비행기에서 내리자마자 아주 깜짝 놀랐어요.
예상과 달리 너무 시원하고 근데 여기가 아프리카인가? 싶을 정도로 추워요.
a coat is important when you wake up in the morning. You will catch a cold if you don't wear it like it's like this.
Surely, I wanted to have a special experience. What? I've never lived for anyone before. But I found out that our service. Look! Now in Kenya, I'm so happy.
갑자기?
I want to learn English because I'm not good at it. If I come to Kenya, I will be friends with you.
그러면 케냐에 가는 것이 영어를 배울 수 있는 좋은 기회가 되겠다 싶어서 Come to Kenya에 오게 되었습니다. 갑자기?
For me, I want to challenge myself. I never stayed in another country for a long time.
Trying environments and worry about the fear of COVID-19.
처음 해외를 나간다는 불안감이 컸던 것 같아요.
Africa like this in my imagine. Today I came here and I see, oh my god, Kenyan market so very big. If you watch our video, your imagine will change also.
오늘 게임을 하면서 저희가 15,000원으로 얼마나 이렇게 많이 사느냐, 그러니까 그 게임을 했었는데 처음에 제가 한국에서 있었을 때 그러니까 케냐 물가에 대해서 들었거든요. 아프리카에 비해서 좀 비싼 편이다라고 해서 15,000원으로 과연 몇 개까지 살 수 있을까? 그래서 되게 걱정을 많이 했는데 막상 막 돌아다니면서 막 사보니까 되게 뭐 많은 거를 살 수 있었더라고요. 그래서 뭐 핫도그도 사고 뭐 만두, 뭐 사모사 이런 것 같은 것도 사고 되게 충분한 저희가 3명이서 먹을 그러니까 충분한 그 음식들을 살 수 있어서 정말 좋았습니다.
We have to like plan what will we buy.
Oh, it's very cheap.
이걸로 갈까?
뭐 있죠? that's okay. 나 이거 맛있더라고요.
네, 라면도 샀어 우리.
케냐 음식이 처음에 제 입맛에 맞을까 걱정했었는데
근데 너무 맛있어요. 아니 없어서 못 먹는다니까요. 빨리 줘, 빨리 줘. 이렇게 생각한단 말이야.
2,000 years later.
Everyone, my name is Esther. My name is Amy. Yes, today we will review Kenyan. I will review and you can see our reaction. First, I will review this. I want to eat this. This is maybe it's gum. It's strawberry. Yes. Everyone can see gum. Oh my god! So strong. My teeth feel broken. I heard that sound. Look like you're chewing a rock. My country is not like this. My country is not strong like this. But tasty. It look good. What about you? This one. You know why I want to try this first? It looks like Thai fish snack. I'm sorry for it. Kenya citizen. Okay, I will try now. It looks like this. I want to show you like here, like this. Okay, I will try. My hand is shaking. I feeling like trying some fish snack. No, I forgot. Sorry. Okay, now can taste. Actually, it have no taste. In Thai, we have like one snack that have like a hole. That is taste almost like this, but it's more sweeter. Why you continue eat that? Next. Okay, I want to taste this one. Yogurt, right? Yogurt. Don't have spoon, but I will taste like a Kenyan people. Oh my god. Kenyan people taste like this. Not bad. It's okay, but same Same what? Same. It's like milk and strawberry yogurt, really strong taste and texture. So it made me stunning. Oh, wow.
So now I'm making very simple mandazi so that you can enjoy our Kenya mandazi.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
뭐 하는 거예요?
What is that?
뭐 하는 거예요?
Yeah, mixing.
I know.
You know? Yeah, you know. Mixing.
한국말 알아들어요? 진짜?
No.
No?
Is that no?
진짜?
No.
No? 왜?
Do they use just this flour? In my country, so many material for like one bread. I cannot believe it.
Yes, many people, they like making mandazi. But you know what? Although they make mandazi, there are those people who make very simple mandazi. Only water and salt and sugar. But for me, I put milk inside. If I have eggs, I add eggs. I put margarine inside. I put even lemon inside. That's why many people like my mandazi. Why? Because I think, how can I cook to make it delicious?
2 hours later.
So there are many people know how to cook mandazi, but they don't mix many delicious things. Welcome and taste my mandazi.
Okay.
I want to mix myself. Save time.
Save time.
야, 오케이. 끝났다.
Some hot water. Wow. Okay. Okay, like this.
We normally use wheat flour. Wheat flour, this one, wheat flour.
Wheat flour.
Yeah. We have also in Korea, you used to make sujevi. You know sujevi? Yeah, sujevi flour. Sujevi flour, you make mandazi flour. Same. Now, can you check it whether it is boiling? Oh, it's boiling.
오, 땡큐. 고마워요.
No, make it round. You change again like this. Not round.
오. 네, 몰래 먹으니까 좋네요. 오케이. 어디다 먹어?
Yeah, you put side. Yeah.
오케이.
You want to taste?
Why?
You want to taste my tea?
Why people in Kenya and team like a full cup?
Not all people take full cup. Not our culture taking full cup. Just a respect. Sometimes you give some good food. If you put half, some they think, why half? If somebody is serving you tea, also she serve you this kettle. So you take enough tea. And this is our delicious mandazi. You like? Can you taste? Karibu, welcome.
Yes.
Welcome.
This is mine.
Yes. Very hot. Yes, very hot. Very hot, you have to cool.
맛있어.
hot now? Is it hot?
No.
No. This is food in sky. Better. Anywhere Kenya, tea is very important. Tea, milk tea. Yeah. Without breakfast, without tea, I think my head pain. How is it?
Very good.
Masisel?
Yeah, 맛있다.
Really? Take more, take more. Take more.
Oh, this is my...
Remember, do you know song? Do you know Jambo?
Yeah, Jambo.
Jambo, Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana.
갑자기? 오늘 현지인이 이제 저희를 위해서 만다지하고 케냐티를 만들었는데 지금 요리하는 모습을 보니까 진짜 호텔에서 거의 20년 이상 근무한 것처럼 요리하는데 되게 능숙하고 이제 케냐티하고 만다지를 만들어줬는데 만다지가 너무 부드럽고 되게 달아요. 티 진짜 맛있어요. 그리고
So, how was your experience with our virtual tour to the Pride Lands, Kenya? Did you learn a lot from the locals and to the DNC volunteers? I can see from your handsome and beautiful faces that you've learned a lot from our virtual tour to Kenya. I can really say Hakuna Matata because I can see from your beautiful and handsome faces, like what I said earlier, you have learned a lot from the virtual tools such as the Kenyan snack named mandazi and the Kenyan tea, the way how they serve it by filling the cup with full of tea and giving the kettle so that they could show respect to tourists or visitors. And the next one is the way how they cook their food. Another one is the way how they eat their snack and how do they sell it. I can really say that I was shocked because for just a 1,500 shilling, you can buy a lot of snacks in Kenya. So there are so many Gen Z volunteers learned in Kenya that even they are one of the poorest countries in the world, they can see that Kenyan has one of the most beautiful smiles in the world. To learn more about the GNC program, asante or thank you for joining our virtual tour to Kenya. Kwaheri!
countries? Please tell us what you feel or what you think in the chat box. Feel free to communicate with us. So how do you feel about our program so far? How is it?
Okay, so if you want to communicate with us, you can chat right now, all right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so some people say, I love it.
Okay, it's exciting.
Okay, and it's fun. All right, so they feel good. Okay.
There is no program or there is no other program in the world that is like the GNC, where you can go abroad to stay for a year, learn languages, culture, skills, exchange with the hearts of other locals, and learn how to live for others. Nicole, what are the programs of the Good News Corps?
All right, so here we are going to show you on the screen what are the main programs of the GNC. The main programs of the GNC or Good News Corps are social service, culture exchange, education, and mission work. All right, so for example, so here you can see it. So for example, in mission works, you know that anyone can become a volunteer despite your origin or religion, right? But doing this mission works will give you an opportunity to reach out to people who need the strength of heart and mind. After sharing your hearts to other people, you will feel this unexplainable thing that even money can't buy.
Yes.
A true happiness.
Wow, that's awesome. I can really see that you are now truly a different person after becoming a successful Good News Corps abroad,
Yes,
right?
of course.
Okay. By the way, what are the countries available where our students can go as volunteers?
Yes, well, over the years, the International Youth Fellowship has been expanding in its branches to many parts of the world, including Africa, South America, North America, Asia, Europe, and Oceania.
I really can't believe that there is a program like this where you can hit a lot of your goals only by becoming a volunteer abroad. Experience is truly an important thing because people with experiences are like precious gems, you know, that can contribute to a true change to the society and their future as well.
Yep.
So far, in this slide, what you're seeing right now shows us how many Filipinos have volunteered in many countries around the world, whether it is Korea, Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, Malawi, Burundi, and America.
Yes.
Nicole, since you have stayed longer than me in Thailand, because we both came from Thailand as volunteers, okay?
Yes.
Can you share with us one of your most memorable moments while staying there as a volunteer?
Well, of course. Yeah, so actually, I'm going to show you a picture on the screen. So this is actually one of the most unforgettable experiences I had in Thailand. So this actually happened 3 months before I come back here in the Philippines. So they assigned me as one of the main MC for English camp. Well, of course, it will be less harder if I'm going to speak in English since it's an English camp. But Thai people are not that good in English, so the problem is that I have to speak in pure Thai. It was a big burden for me since I'm not confident at my Thai speaking, but I had no choice. I had to do it. I had to translate what my friend will say. Well, I wasn't able to do it really well, but I saw how the students' reaction, how happy they were to see a foreigner speak their language. Even if my speaking was not perfect, but because of those mistakes, it made them happy. And it also touched my heart, because then I realized it's not important whether you're good or not. But once you change your heart, then other people will surely be happy.
Okay, Miss Nicole, you spoke about should I become really well at language? Should I become smart or whatever? Okay, the answer is no. And this is one of the requirements that our students might be thinking. Do I have to be good? Do I have to be rich? No, actually no. Maybe you are getting more interested about this program. And we want to show you further that no matter where you want to go, or no matter how far you want to reach your dreams, the Good News Corps program does not require too much because we are looking for a commitment to serve others no matter what the cost is.
Yes, of course. As long as you are a Filipino citizen, 18 to 30 years of age, and must complete the 5 workshops. So now we would also like to invite you to join our first workshop for the Good News Corps volunteers. It is your chance to see more about this program and finally become a volunteer abroad. So please check the link in the chat box. We're going to send you the link. And don't wait for too long, and you have to register now.
Yes,
So
register
we're going
now.
to send you the link, and please click on the link and you may register.
Yes, please register as soon as possible, okay? Don't wait for too long. Now we would like to show you a short GNC promotional video.
Yes, so AVP, roll.
Whoa! Wow!
A few moments later.
Ma, aalis po ako. Nasasalihan po akong event para mag-volunteer.
Sige, ingat.
Opo, yun po.
Score Academy, which is listening to a testimony of one of our alumni who is currently serving her term as a volunteer in the country of Vietnam.
So let's all welcome Miss Aislinn Valderrama.
안녕하세요. 저는 필리핀에서 23살 아이슬린이라고 합니다. 지금 호치민에서 단기를 산 지는 이제 2년 정도 다 됐어요. 단기는 외국어 배울 수 있는 기회가 많이 있는데요. 그래서 이제 제가 이 코로나 시대에 단기 생활하면서 외국어를 계속 배우고 있어요. 이제 베트남에서 살고 있는데요. 그래서 베트남 말로 말해야 하잖아요. 그런데 사실은 이곳에서 베트남어보다 한국어를 더 배웠어요. 지금까지 너무 부족하지만 계속 공부하고 연습하면 될 거라고 생각합니다. 그래서 여러분, 이 팬데믹 기간에 여러분의 시간을 행복하게 사용하고 싶다면 이 단기 프로그램에 꼭 지원하세요. 아무튼, anyway, maybe most of you, it's your first time meeting me, right? So I would like to start my GNC testimony by sharing this picture. Before I met the IYF, I was a very shy and timid person, full of insecurities because of my appearance and the bullying that I experienced when I was young. So this picture was taken during the IYF Korean camp in our school last 2013, and this is the first time I met the IYF. At first, I was not that really interested in the program. Hindi naman kasi ako K-popers. But that moment, while seeing the IYF members dancing with a bright smile, I was wondering how these people can smile so bright and sincerely, that even without saying any word at all, but they can still give happiness to others. That time, sobrang nainggit ako sa kanila. Me too. Ako din, I want to become a happy person like them. So from that time on, with my other classmates, we continued on joining the different activities of the IYF. Sa una, marami pa kami hanggang sa unti-unting nalagas hanggang sa ako, yung pinakapangit na lang, yung naiwan. Well, IYF gave me a lot of opportunities to see a bigger world. I experienced a lot of things that I never imagined. They pushed me to overcome the things that are really beyond my ability. Literal. Sumayaw, kumanta, mag-perform, to be an MC in front of thousands of people. And the most special thing is to stand as a leader for the youths and to speak as a mind lecturer to bring hope to the heart of other people. Last 2017, I experienced my first GNC life. I was sent to South Korea in Busan City. Of course, there, I experienced various things such as their culture, food, and the Annyeonghaseyo language. I mean, the Korean language. Well, Korea is a very beautiful country. As in, just like how you see it sa mga Korean novela. Ako lang yung mukhang zombie sa Busan that time. Anyway, the thing that remained in me is actually the heart that I received from the people there. You know, although I'm just a stranger, but they treated me as if I'm part of their family. So through them, I was able to enjoy a place far from my comfort zone. That time, I was a volunteer English teacher and also an English mind lecturer in one school. The day before I went back to the Philippines, I remember one of my students told me, "Teacher, you know, before I really hated English, but now I really want to learn it so that I can speak to foreigners to also bring hope like you." So I was really thankful hearing that, and you know, that student moved to India 2 years ago and she really used English to talk to Indians to bring hope in this pandemic. After 3 months, I went back to the Philippines and continued my studies. Before the end of the year 2019, there were 2 big opportunities that came to me. First is to work in a company and earn money. Second is to experience another chapter of GNC life. Well, what do you think about my choice at the time? Obviously, it is to be a GNC again, and I could say that decision is the wisest and the most precious decision I've ever made. This batch of GNC can be considered as online GNCs because of the pandemic, right? But although like that, in this pandemic, I could say I'm the happiest person. Why? In my GNC life, I met my biggest enemy, and that's myself. So what's new in there? I'm the happiest person because I met my mentor who always pushes me to overcome myself. So in Vietnam, like in other countries, we also do lots of online activities and I'm always in charge of making English program. So one day, while I was in the middle of a busy preparation, suddenly my mentor asked me, "Aislinn, ay. This is how we call people in Vietnam. Aislinn, ay. Why can't you speak Korean until now? Why your Vietnamese is very poor? Are you busy? There is nothing to be busy about." When I heard that at first, I couldn't understand and I had complaints in my heart. How can I study if I don't have time to study? Vietnamese is not easy to learn and so is Korean. So I'm a busy person, that's what I think. So I thought there is an excuse for me not to do other things. One day, he told me the story about the difference between the life of a chicken and an eagle. Both of them have wings, right? But what is the real reason why the chicken can fly? It's because they don't learn how to overcome themselves. While eagles, they have the title of being the king of the sky, not because they are like that from the start, but because they learn how to overcome burdensome situations. How? When they are small, they are just used to stay in their warm, soft, and comfortable nest. When they get a little older, the mother eagle will start grabbing one of the eaglets in her claws and take it way up in the air. At first, the little eaglet will love soaring in the air with its mother, relaxing and seeing all the beautiful sights. But right about the time the mother eagle opens her claws and drops them, the little eaglet will start to panic and say, Mother, have you lost your mind? Are you trying to kill me? Don't you love me anymore? But right before that little eaglet hits the ground, the mother swoops down and grabs it. And at that moment, they will think again, oh, finally, my mom will take me back to the nest. But do you know what the mother eagle does next? Well, she takes them right back in the air and drops them again and again until finally that little eaglet begins to flap its wings. And it's been like a torture for them, but anyway, this is how the little eaglets learn how to overcome burdensome situations. So after listening to this story, I realized, oh, the reason why my mentor is always pushing me to do new things is not because he wants me to feel difficult, but for me to learn how to overcome burdensome situations. Not because I am able, but because I have a very powerful God who is always ready to work for me amazingly if I would just have faith in Him first. I was very happy at that moment, and after receiving the heart from my mentor, I really learned how to do things using the strength of God. I learned how to speak two languages. I also learned how to play piano and many more. Although I'm still not good enough, but through the push of my mentor, one thing in my mind is I don't have to avoid burdensome situations. So also you guys, future TNC, let's not avoid. Instead, let's overcome, because remember, God is always there for us to give us an amazing strength. And you are designed to be the king of the sky, just like the little eaglet. Well, it depends on your heart. It's either you avoid or you overcome. Well, thank you very much for listening. Tôi sẽ nói đến đây. Cảm ơn mọi người. Bye bye. Tạm biệt.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Miss Aislinn Valderrama. So her testimony is as beautiful as her, right, June?
Of course she is.
Yeah, so anyways, guys, I want to tell you now the most important thing you need to know. Because you don't need to become smart or rich, intelligent in many different language, or the best in your school or in your family to become a Good News Corps volunteer. The most important requirement that you need is the heart to go as a volunteer. You're not good at English? It's okay. You're not rich? It's not needed. You are not the best in your school? It's not important, because the purpose of GNC program is to bring change to your heart and make you leaders with the right mindset to guide your future life and people around you with the mentality and skills to learn from this program.
Couldn't agree more, Nicole. At this point, I also want to ask if our students are interested in joining this program, because I am interested right now.
Yes.
Okay. Please say yes, YES, in the Zoom chat box. Please show us your heart to become a volunteer abroad, just like us, okay, or Miss Aislinn.
Yeah, so I can see now the people are flooding yes in our chat box, right? So thank you very much.
All right.
All right.
Okay. And it's important for us to know your heart, because we made it only for you. You're lucky to be here today.
Yes. So anyways, moving on, we will now go to the question and answer portion where we can welcome anything you would like to know or understand about this program.
Earlier, we let our facilitators get questions from the participants while we are watching them. And here are some of what they've got.
Yes.
The first question, Nicole.
Yeah, so the first question is how to register.
Okay, we want to give you the registration link right now again in the Zoom chat box. Okay, please send it there. You can fill in the details needed so that we can communicate continuously and inform you about our next workshop prior to this GNC program. Don't forget that the first step is to fill out the registration form.
Yeah, so the first step is to register, because if you don't register, then we won't be able to tell you what's going on, right?
Yes.
All right, so moving on for the next question. What are the expenses?
Okay, it's important as well. Please take note. First, there are several things we need to understand between each other, okay? When it comes to going abroad, of course, nothing is free. Of course, it will need some expenses too. But it's not like what others are thinking or might be thinking as of the moment. We need to spend money on the following, and we want to elaborate them, okay? First is passport, and then airplane ticket, visa fee, and the basic living expenses or the accommodation. Nicole, about the passport?
Yeah, so passport is the first step. Yes, of course, because if you don't have a passport, how can you go to another country? So we need to secure it 6 to 12 months before going to other countries. All right, as a volunteer. And next is the airplane ticket. Plane tickets vary depending on the location and the season.
Yes. Okay, and we also have the visa fee. Normally, visa also depends on the country where you want to go. Okay, for example, there are countries that offer free visas to Filipinos for a few months before they require you to have your own visas, like us, Thailand, Cambodia, Costa Rica, Israel, Myanmar, Peru, Singapore, Taiwan, Vietnam, and many more. You can just search in the website.
Yes, and as far as I know, Thailand offers a 30-day free visa.
Yes.
Yeah, so anyways, moving on. For the basic living expenses, you don't need to worry because except for your visa fee and plane ticket, if you will register today, you will get free living expenses promo for the whole term as a volunteer abroad. Meaning, all of your expenses in that country will be shouldered by the IYF, but exclusively for those who will register today. And once again, if you will register today, yes, you will get free living expenses promo. Free what?
Living expenses.
Yes, free living expenses promo for the whole term as a volunteer abroad. So what are you waiting for? Register now and don't miss the chance.
Okay, talking about free living expenses, is it true that Filipinos love free? Yeah, maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. But of course, I love. But actually, going abroad with free living expenses, it's impossible to almost impossible.
Yes.
Okay, but this is the promo we want to give you. You just need to get it. You just need to register, and the registration is for free.
Yes.
Okay? So far, that is what we want to give you. Next question, Nicole.
The next question is that which country is the least expensive?
Yes. So far, actually, the answer would be the nearest, the cheapest. Or the nearest country from the Philippines, like Thailand, Cambodia, Myanmar, Japan, where there is an existing IYF organization, will be a good choice for you.
Yes, and I spent around 15,000 pesos for my plane ticket back and forth, and another 15,000 peso for my whole stay duration in Thailand. So my visa and medical fees are included in that 15,000 peso for 2 years. Imagine, for 2 years I only spent 30,000 pesos, so that's really cheap. So anyways, moving on to our next country. How much are the expected expenses if I go to Korea, Kuya Jun?
Before I answered that question, I was just being, surprised that you stayed there for 2 years with that money.
Yes.
If you will stay in that country by yourself, you know how much you will spend? Maybe more than double, maybe triple, maybe 4 times, okay? All right, now I'd like to talk about Korea, because I believe that everybody's interested about going to Korea, right?
Yes.
If you will go to Korea, listen to me carefully. Normally, volunteers are sent there in the month of July, first to attend the World Camp Korea. Just like this camp, but that camp is offline, where you can truly experience the country and the people for 2 to 3 weeks, okay? After that, you will be sent to the center, where you will stay for most of your term as a Good News Corps volunteer, and that's for three months, okay? In Korea, in South Korea, okay, they offer only 3 months visa. That's why you should get out of the country and renew your visa and re-enter. And the plane ticket costs around 10,000 to 20,000 pesos for round-trip ticket, depending on the airline and the season, of course.
All right, so next is how much are the expected expenses if I want to go to Japan. Yeah, so in Japan, they offer 10 to 12 months visa, and you can go there anytime you want. The plane ticket plus visa is around 20 to 30,000. Currently, we have many Filipino volunteers who are staying there. Some of them have extended their terms, and some have decided to work there and after finishing their GNC life. But they are still working for the IYF.
Wow, amazing. Wait a second. Working after GNC term? You mean they're working and earning money there?
Yes.
Wow, I'm not promoting that, okay? Because you have to come back to Philippines to serve your motherland.
Yes.
But it's one of the benefits. If you want to stay longer, study there, work there, the IYF, okay, of course, is an office where they will help you to advance your skills, learn the good mindset and good heart. But aside from that, you can also have the chance, okay, to talk to your guide maybe, or the center head in that place, if you want to work or study in that country, if you want to prolong your stay.
Yes,
Okay.
but first, of course, you need to become a
volunteer,
volunteer first.
yes.
All right, so moving on to the next question.
Exactly.
What benefit will I gain after GNC term?
Okay, listen again. This is one of the most important questions after onwards life will change at all.
Yeah, so number 2 is better career prospect. In GNC, they will teach you to speak a new language and learn their culture as you stay with the locals for a year or more. The more you stay each day, the better you will improve. For example, if you can learn another language while volunteering in another country, you can use that in looking for a job as a bilingual or multilingual.
Wow. Next is cultural awareness. There are more than 90 countries that are members of the IYF around the globe. We live in a diverse community inside the IYF. That's why we have a big opportunity to learn the culture of other people, their behavior, and how we can become united despite our differences inside the IYF.
In global mindset. In connection to cultural awareness, as we gain new friends and companions, we become leaders with different mindsets to think not only for ourselves but for everybody. For example, as we learn the hearts of other people, we can feel their heart and how they live for us. Once this heart enters to our hearts, we change to a total different person.
And talking about totally different person, we can gain friends from all over the world. And they will start since we learn and share our culture and languages together. This is how we become a globalized citizen. Take note. And it is better to have a company
program is the language. If you will study in an academy, for example, I want to learn Japanese, Korean, Spanish, Thai, Russian, do you know how much do you need to pay? It's really expensive. But if you become a volunteer or GNC volunteer, you can learn another language for free. There will be teachers who will teach you how to read, write, and speak the language you want to learn in a country of your choice.
Yes. And just like what you've mentioned earlier, Nicole, I and Nicole can speak Thai. Can you give us an example?
Yeah, สวัสดีค่ะทุกคนชื่อ Nicole นะคะ And how about you?
Okay, สวัสดีครับทุกคนผมชื่อจุนนะครับมาจากประเทศ Philippines.
Okay.
And we learned those through our stay in Thailand as volunteers.
Yes, and moving on to the next one is the opportunity to earn high salary. Not only that, June, as you learn and improve your language skills, your host country will also give you great opportunities to do new things like translating, dancing, and singing in front of thousands of students. I have experienced that even though I'm not a great singer.
All right, wow. Yes, me too, actually. There are many things I learned when I became a GNC, like farming, language training, education, leading, and things that have helped me become a person I am today.
All right, so what are you waiting for, everyone? Click the link in the Zoom chat box and register now for our first workshop. And that workshop is for free. So earlier I've mentioned, or we've mentioned, that you need to attend 5 workshops, right? So the first workshop that you need to attend to is on October 30, that's Saturday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Once again, October 30, Saturday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And this workshop is for free. Yeah, please don't forget that and take that note in your calendar. All right, so I think that's it for our GNC catch up. So did you enjoy our time? If yes, heart sign. Heart sign. Yes. So everyone, once again, my name is Nicole.
And my name is Jun.
And we hope to see you again next time. Bye. Bye.
This time, let us have our 5 minutes break. So please stay tuned and don't go away until we're back. Yes, so again, good afternoon, everyone. Kindly please now sit. Okay, so to start our afternoon second session, let us warm our hearts and calm ourselves by listening to the beautiful song of the Gracious Choir. They are going to sing, Come Sing Unto the Lord. Let us welcome the Gracious Choir. Thank you very much for the wonderful song. Again, let's give them a big hand. Thank you. So at this point, we've invited a very special guest to give us a special lecture. So kindly please now get your pen and paper to write down the message. So now, he is the president of the International Youth Fellowship of the Philippines and the founder of Lincoln School of Arts and Languages. Let us welcome Reverend Abraham Nam.
울지 마세요. 남 목사 안 죽어요. 남경희 목사 누가 필리핀으로 보냈어? 박옥수 목사가 보냈나요? 저 선교회가 보냈나요? 필리핀에 복음 전할 일 아직 끝나지 않았어요.
Good day. This is our lecture time. So from now on, we will one very important lecture in our life. Are you okay with online World Camp? I hope you enjoy our online World Camp. My topic for you for today is about the overcoming life. Why overcoming life? Because nowadays, there are so many people who are suffering from pandemics, right? Because of this, so many are dying. That's why rather than suffering from this the overcoming life. So I chose this topic to share with you. You know, since COVID-19 struck this world, actually so many young people losing hopes in their life and live in this world. No matter how good their effort, no matter how struggle they make every day, but many are committing suicide and they decide very extreme decision in their life. I like to be some help for you in this hour, so I chose this topic. You know, coming of this pandemic in this world, actually, this virus is a very small, tiny, unseen, invisible, right, virus. But once it enters into our body, we will be victim of this COVID-19, right? You know, I myself also, around 6 months ago, I also become positive and I was hospitalized in Manila Doctor's Hospital. I stayed there for 2 weeks. That was very difficult for me. Then how much more so many people who are living in this world without any preparation for these COVID viruses. So many are actually suffering from this COVID problem, right? And because of that, there are also many side effects. So nowadays, actually, rather than this COVID itself, side effects are actually a bigger problem than COVID itself. What kind of then side effects we may think? It's like this. First, global unemployment. This also is a side effect of the COVID-19, right? Because as I know, in the Philippines only, you know, around 4 to 5 million people are losing their jobs. So think about this. If they have 5 or 6 family members in their house, almost 20 million people are affected because of this unemployment. Then what will be the problem of this big number of the people in the Philippines? It's so big problem, right? So it's actually a bigger problem than COVID virus itself. And the second side effect is the global pandemic of losing hope. Why this became global pandemic? Whenever they heard the news that some are dead, and then here and there, you know, they are losing hope in their heart, even though they are in their young age, not become dynamic in their life. Why? No hope in their heart. So if we lose our hope, how can we overcome the problem we face every day? That's why this losing hope is a very big problem in our world. You know, I am Korean. I heard that there are so many young Korean people are losing hope, and you know, they don't come out of the house. They are just like, you know, hikikomori. Have you ever heard about the word hikikomori? It's a Japanese word for their people, especially the young people who are staying in their room, not coming out. inside of a room, they go to CR, they eat food, and they only depend on their laptop. So internet is their only friend. You know, the extreme case is one is staying in the room for 27 years. This is really sad news, right? But there are many people who are living in the room, not coming out. They don't talk with their parents and siblings and friends, you know. They are just killing time inside of the room because of the fear to go out and because of no job. That's why they are losing their hope and they really don't know how to live in this situation of this pandemic. And lastly, the true problem of the side effect of this COVID-19 is global psychological pandemic. What is this? It means, in other words, people are thinking that other people are viruses. Because of that, they don't want to meet the people outside. They don't want to go to other place. They don't want to be visited from others from outside. Even myself, also the same. You know, whenever I heard the news that somebody want to visit me, I have suspicious heart first. Why? What if he has COVID-19? That's my natural response. Then others also about me, they have such a response when they hear from me that I visit their house or their office. That's why people are closing their hearts each other and then they don't want to talk. They are always suspicious when people have no mask, no face shield. That's why they are actually victim of this psychological pandemic, right? This is actually for all of the world population. All other victims, even Korea, Philippines, America, Russia, Japan, you know, Africa, South America, all of the people in this world. Nobody is exempted. All are the victim of this psychological pandemic, right? This is actually a very big problem. I don't know, you know this man. This is one of my friends. He is actually president of Pampanga State University of Agriculture, PSAU. He is actually my friend, and he go with me to Korea almost every year because before we have this COVID problem, we have our big event in Korea every year. It's called World Camp. That is actually main event of our IYF. And, you know, he became very close to me and he know other VIPs from other universities. He was very happy with that event. But, you know, unfortunately, I heard the news that he passed away. I was so sad to hear that because he has no power to such a virus problem. Actually, this is the picture I take with him when we were in Korea with our founder of IYF and, you know, this lady. This is the Bea Benini, GMA Channel 7 anchorwoman, right? Yeah, we had this program in Korea every year. And, you know, as you see this picture, this is one dropped herself up from the first building of SM Mega Mall in Mandaluyong. She jumped off from the first floor and, you know, sadly, she was dead on the spot. You know, this is a very tragic event, right? But these are actually happening all over the world. So many are committing suicide. One day I read the article about committing suicide in the Philippines. You know, suicide incidents rose by 25% 5.7% in 2020 compared to previous year. This is what I heard in the one news like this, slide. You can see the increase of suicide rate in the Philippines. It's very tragic, right? But even though we have such a tragic situation in the world, we still can overcome this problem. Is there anybody who know this lady? This young-looking lady actually is a very world-famous character. I don't know you know her or not, but if you listen to me, you will have idea who she is. She was born, and when she was in her infant period, she got fever in her brain, and because of that, she became blind and she became deaf, and eventually she became numb because she couldn't see, she couldn't hear, even though she was not dumb, but she became dumb. Only she she could pronounce squeaking voice, ganitong, squeaking voice only. That's what happened to her. Everybody was very sad in her family, and they really don't know how to handle this problem. That's why the parents decided to post one small advertisement in their local media, wanted one home teacher. So one day, one lady visited her house and she said, can I teach your daughter? And then the parents were so happy. Can you do that? Yes, I can do that. Okay, I hope you be our home teacher. So this lady started to talk to this young girl. The teacher's name is Anne Sullivan. Now you know who the little girl is, right? Yeah, she is none other than Helen Keller. Yeah, that's very famous name in the world, right? This is the story how Helen Keller had such a formal relationship with her teacher, Anne Sullivan, and they stayed together a very long time, almost when they finished their life. They are not separated. That's the reason why this Helen Keller, from the hopeless situation, she became a lady full of hope. She was the first ever lady who entered into the University of Harvard in US as a disabled person. And then she was the first ever graduated from Harvard University as one of the cum laude, as a disabled person. Yeah, that is the reason why she is very famous in the world. You know what she said after she became such a successful woman in the world? She said like this: although the world is full of suffering, it is full also of the overcoming of it. Isn't this amazing? If this is said by some great men who are not disabled men, we can agree. But this is the word from the triple disabled, condition woman. She is suffering from triple problem, blind, deaf, and dumb. But she said like this: isn't this amazing? I'm also, so much amazed when I heard this word. Although the world is full of suffering, it is full also of the overcoming of it. I love this quotation. Why? It gives me very big inspiration. Yes, she's right. If we see this world, it looks like this world is full of suffering. But like her said, this world is full also of the overcoming of it. So what kind of mindset you have? That is the important factor in your life. If you have eye to see the suffering only, you will live a life of suffering. But if you have another eye, seeing the overcoming of it, then you can overcome all your life problem and you will become amazing man, amazing life in this world. I hope all of you have such a overcoming spirit like Helen Keller in your life. Then your life will be full of overcoming story, right? Now, I'd like to change my topic. It's a little bit different from topic of, Helen Keller, because my topic from now on is topic about Korea. Because many of you, you love Korea, right? Nowadays, Korea is actually very famous in the world, maybe because of 오징어 game or Squid Game. Maybe it's because of that. You know the Squid Game, right? Yeah. Korea is now overcoming many problems because, around 1950, Korea was known as the Republic of Depression. Why? They become war-torn country, and also they become poverty-stricken country, and the people in Korea were living the life of hopelessness. This is the picture you see. People are fall in line. They want to get some food from the government. Although, like these little children, they brought big vessels in their hands, but the food they could get was only small. Why? Government also is not very rich. Actually, Korea at the time was a second poorest country, from the bottom, that is a truly very tragic story in Korean history. It's because of 3 years of Korean War from 1950 to 1953. This is the reason why Korean people were suffering from such a big depression. But amazingly, only after the 50 years, do you know why I focus on 50 years? Because Korean War history, if you study about Korean War history, you will see one American general who became hero in Korean War. Maybe you know him because he also is a hero in the Philippine war history, in Pacific War. Can you guess who he is? He is none other than General MacArthur. General MacArthur, General MacArthur is famous for his landing operation, right? One in Philippines, one in Korea. In Leyte, he made landing operation, right? And in Incheon, Korea, he made another landing operation. Because of these two landing operations he made, he could finish Pacific War in the Philippines, and he also could finish Korean War, in Korea. And because of that, both countries have respect to him, right? Korean people really love General MacArthur because he is a Korean War hero. So when war was ended, before he returned to his country, he said like this, this Korea, after 100 years from now on, they cannot rebuild their country because their country is totally destroyed. That's why even after 100 years from now on, they will still live in this poor condition. That's what he said. So, the reason why I emphasize about 50 years, in my story is because only after 50 years, unlike the saying of General MacArthur, they could change their country like this. Can you see this picture? Yeah, this is truly amazing, right? Everybody know this is Korea nowadays. all things are full of modern facility. Their infrastructures are modern, and the buildings and railroad and expressway, everything is a modern facility. And an IT system in Korea, they have world best system. And you know, many young people, if they are asked, what country would you like to go? They say, Korea, Korea. You know, when I was a young man like you, when I was in my 20s, if I am asked, what country would you like to go? I would say always, America, America. You know, at the time, my dream was American dream. But nowadays, young people's dream is Korean dream. They want to go to Korea first, and then later, maybe America or Canada or England, like that, Europe, like that. But nowadays, I heard the saying of the many young people, you know, what's your dream? They said, Korean dream, we want to go to Korea. Maybe it's because of Korean culture, Korean pop, like, you know, K-culture, K-pop, K-dance, K-drama, Squid Game, right? And there are many also, you know, K-kimchi. Do you know kimchi? Have you ever tasted about the kimchi? Yeah, there are many KKK, right? It's different from KKK in the Philippines, right? But they love Korea nowadays. Why? They know Korea is a good example of achieving dream. Only after the 50 years, they could rebuild their country and they could make their economy size around top 10 in the world. Isn't this amazing? Yeah, this is the reason why they love to go to Korea. So as you see this Lotte Tower, right? This is a picture of Lotte Tower. Whenever I bring Filipino delegates to our World Camp in Korea, I always bring them to this Lotte Tower. You know why I bring them? Because they ask me to this place. That's why I bring them to this place, and then we go up to the sky lounge. He say, wow, Pastor, no wonder. This is the reason why they make such a great and rapid change in their country. So they are really happy by seeing the change of Korean landscape. You know, it's none other than but by the new village movement. As you see here, new village, you know, some people who are standing beside me are Filipino VIPs who to Korea, and the building at the back of us, that is a theme park of new village movement. And then I let them see inside of the building. And then when they take a look, and then when they come out of the building, they said, wow, Pastor, now I believe your saying is all true. Oh, it's truly amazing. I want to apply in my office if I come back to Philippines. You know, they will say like that whenever they see this new village movement theme park. This is I used to do when I bring Filipino VIPs to our World Camp in Korea. Anyway, in this short time, I cannot explain all about New Village movement, but if I give you most basic concept, the most important concept of New Village movement, it is like, you see, this 5F. 5F. What is 5F? Actually, it's very simple, you know, simple concept. The first is from me, and then from now, and from small thing, and then from close thing. What is from me? Because we have tendency not to do by myself. We always say to others, I hope you do that. I hope you, right? This is what our Korean president saw in his life in Korea. So he thought, if we do this wrong attitude, we cannot change our country. So other people's doing, I myself must start. That's from me. Why from now? Because people are always saying later tayo, later. That's the attitude of the people, right? They have a tendency to postpone it to do next time, right? So next time and next week or next month, next year, or some say in the other world like that, that is what our Korean president saw while he was living in his life. So this is the problem of the Korean people's mentality. We should change it, not later, but now, from now, right now. Do it right now. Yes, that is he want to emphasize in leading Korean people. And then from easy thing, why easy thing? They have actually nothing in their hands, but in their mind always they want to do some difficult thing. That's a wrong concept, right? He want to change it to the a very easy thing first. Do it easy thing. Why you are always thinking about difficult thing? There are many things easy to do. Do it first, and then from small thing. This is almost same, right? They, want to do some big thing. Always big thing. Then they have a pride in their heart. I don't want to do the small things like that. I hate them like that. But if you don't know how to do the small thing, how can we make a big thing later, right? Yeah, if you want to do big thing, you should start from the small thing, right? This is what our Korean president, emphasized in leading Korean people while he started this new village movement. And the last is from close thing. Why close thing? If you start right now in your desk first, in your office first, in your house first, you can change very easily, don't go to too far place. Just here, just in your house, you start. That is a concept of this new village movement. So when Korean people hear this 5F, very easy to do, very easy to do. Okay, let's do. So all Korean, at the time, people are, if they get up in the morning, they have nothing to do, no money, no job. That's why they are always spacing out, and then they don't know what to do. But when they hear this new village movement mindset, now we know what to do. Okay, let's do. Even though they have nothing, their mindset was, awakened. Now I like to do that. I like to do it right now. This is the thing our Korean president focused on when he started this new village movement. The picture here, center is a Korean president, and then the man in left, as you know, founder of Samsung. You have many Samsung cell phones, right? And then the person in the right side, founder of Hyundai Motors. Nowadays in the Philippines, there are many Hyundai motors are being sold, right? Yeah, that man has the same heart with the president, and then they teach to their people about this new build. And then as the time passes by, 10 years, 20 years, and then 50 years, finally, this Korea, can you see, totally devastated. This picture shows you the scene of the industrial estate, when the war just ended. So who can have hope in this situation? If you are there, can you have hope? Yeah, that is the Korea at the time. But when they start this new village movement, only after 50 years, their life was so amazing. Now, this is Korea, totally changed situation of Korea. So now you cannot see any, scar of the war in Korea because everything was changed. Only in the War Museum you can see some picture of Korean War, but every place in Korea, wherever you go in Korea, you will see this amazing scenes, all things are changed. Truly amazing, right? Yeah, this is what I mean, overcoming spirit. Yeah, overcoming spirit can happen in personal. Overcoming spirit can also happen in an organization. Overcoming spirit can happen in one country, This is the result of overcoming spirit. Yeah, that is truly amazing. So we need to have such a vaccine in our life. Unlike vaccine for the COVID-19, AstraZeneca, Moderna, Pfizer, Sinovac, that's actually a vaccine for the COVID-19. But except that, we need, true vaccine for our life. What is the true vaccine? Yeah, that is actually overcoming spirit, which can overcome all our life problem. This is what we need in our life. I hope all of our Tagum City young people and you are leader, right? You are leader. You can have this overcoming spirit by learning our mind education. That is really important in our life. So, as this picture, broken heart, broken heart, easily broken. Then, no matter what we do, we will easily hurt it, and then we will easily weaken our heart, and then we say, I can't do, I surrender. They will be like that. Change your weak heart to the strong heart, which cannot be breakable. Kung ganon, you will have victory and success in your life, right? Yeah, this is an unbreakable heart. Who can have this unbreakable heart? Yeah, this is the reason why, we have this world camp here. Only by, receiving the unbreakable heart from other. Who can have such an unbreakable heart, Yeah, this is the reason why I share my story. This picture shows you that I was a COVID victim 6 months ago. I was hospitalized in Manila Doctors Hospital, At the time, I was coughing, because of pneumonia in the chest, right? I really cannot lie down. If I lie down to sleep, more coughing come out. That's why, when I was in the hospital for 9 days, I was just sitting in the chair and then I sleep only short time, and then wake up and then sleep, wake up, sleep. In that way, I spent 9 days. It's very difficult for me. But, the thing happened in me was very amazing, Even though the bodily condition getting worse and worse, coughing and coughing and coughing, one day I opened the Bible, and then I read the Bible, When I read the book of Isaiah 41:10, I could read this verse. Fear thou not, I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. When I see this verse, suddenly my heart was connected with the unbreakable heart. Unbreakable heart was in God. That's why when I was connected with this heart of God, I could think like this. Then I can go home, because God gave me this promise to my heart. So I said to the doctor, Doc, let me go home. Doctor said, how can you say like that? You are still coughing and coughing. You are getting worse. Doc, it's okay. Don't worry. I have a heart to overcome this my problem. How can you say like that? God gave me this heart. Doc thought a little bit curious about me. He thought that I'm a little bit crazy. But, I said my heart, Doc, I'm a pastor. That's why I believe in the Bible. So let me go home. Are you sure? If you die in your house, that's not my responsibility, huh? Oh, okay. Yes, don't worry. And then Doc finally signed on the paper so I could come back to my home. And as you see, I am no more coughing and I'm very healthy nowadays, right? Yeah, this is the example of overcoming spirit. So if we are connected with the overcoming spirit, which is in God, we can make our life successful, right? Nowadays, I'm always witnessing about what happened to me, because I'm living a witness, right? And before I finish my lecture, I will introduce one lady and then I will finish my lecture today. This lady is, as you see, very beautiful and cute, right? Can you guess her age? Some say 20s, some say teenagers. But she's now over 30. Anyway, she looks like still 20s, right? The reason why I want to introduce this lady's story is she is actually more inspirational than me. You know why? I was just, suffering from COVID-19, right? But she was suffering from these many sicknesses in her body. Since she became the teens, she didn't know when that sickness started in her life. After she became teens, she felt that something is going wrong because her food become numb. She couldn't feel not very, sensitively. When she was walking, she really feel, something is going wrong. And then as the time passes by, she become 15 years old, and then 17 years old, and then 19 years old, her until her loin, she become numb. She couldn't feel that she had peace or she had food because of numb in her body, because of myelitis in her body. Myelitis, the spinal cord has some nervous system, right? That nerve system, some problem. Because of that, many side effects. So when she became 19 years old, she had stomach cancer and bone cancer and tongue cancer. That's why she was suffering from these many diseases, and she lost her hope. And finally, she thought, if I can find hope in my life, it is by meeting with IYF founder. He's our keynote speaker this week, right? Yeah. She thought, if I can meet IYF founder, Reverend Oksu Park, I may have a hope in my heart. So he called to the office of Reverend Oksu Park, and then Pastor Oksu Park also was happy to meet her. And then later, they two met, in her hometown. And then she and her parents and other family members gathered together, and then they listened to Reverend Oksu Park. When Reverend Oksu Park heard the story of Che Sui-hyun, he smiled at them and he said to them, It's nothing. Don't worry. So all of the family members were shocked. What, Pastor? It's nothing? Oh, if it's nothing, why we are suffering from this problem? Pastor said, because you don't know one thing in your life. If you know one thing that I want to share to you, you will also feel like me. You will also say like me, it's nothing. What is that? Yeah, that is a good news you should hear. What is the good news? Tell me the good news. If you hear this good news from me, you will say, it's nothing. It's nothing, truly. So, Reverend Oxpark want to share the good news to her. You know, that was actually a short Bible story. I like to share to you shortly because this is very important in our life. So, Reverend Oxpark start to preach the short Bible story. It's in the book of John, chapter 1, verse 29. As you see here, behold the Lamb of God, which takes away the sin of the world. Can you see the lamb here? Animal, right? But the letter Lamb of God is the capital letter L, right? What does that mean? Capital letter L is not animal, right? It's a man. Yeah, that is Jesus Christ, right? So the lamb here is a shadow of Jesus, right? So in the people's heart, before Jesus come to this world, they depend upon the sacrifice of the lamb, right? Little lamb. They kill the little lamb. Why they kill the lamb? Because they feel guilty in their heart. That's why they thought, if we bring this lamb as a ransom, as a redeeming their sin, then they will be redeemed and they will be washed away from their sin. Then they can escape from the side effect of the sin. The Reverend said, it's a side effect of sin you have in your heart. That's why you are now suffering from mellitus, bone cancer, stomach cancer, and tongue cancer, skin cancers like that. Is that so? It's side effect of the sin? That's why you should learn the way how to solve your sin problem. What is that? Explain more to me. So, Reverend Oxpark, this lamb, why this lamb must be killed? It's for the wages of our sin. You know the wages of our sin? In the book of Romans 6:23, right? For the wages of sin is death. That is the reason why this lamb must be put to death. He is bleeding, right? So, if you see the picture here, the bleeding looks like world map, right? Here in the Philippines and Korea, so tiny country, right? Yeah, the people in this world, no matter where they live, no matter what kind of skin they have, what kind of culture they have, when they meet this little lamb, if they have sin problem in their heart, and when they see the lamb are dying for them, then they will be freed from the problem of their sin. This is a shadow of coming of Jesus. And when Jesus come, and when Jesus was crucified on the cross, he was actually redeeming all our sin. So, Jesus, as you see, he was hanged on the cross, right? So what is the reason why Jesus hanged on the cross? That's to wash away all our sin. If you wash your sin by believing Jesus, the side effect of sin like mellitus, skin cancer, bone cancer, tongue cancer, all are also solved. That's the meaning you said it's nothing? Yes, exactly. That's what I meant. Pastor, thank you, Paul. Now I understand. You mean when Jesus died on the cross 2,000 years ago? When Jesus shed all his blood? You mean all our sins are already washed? Yes, that's true. Believe. Now I believe. Thank you, Pastor. Now I believe. Then you mean this my daughter's mellitus, bone cancer, skin cancer, tongue cancer will be also disappeared? Yes, that's exactly right. Pastor, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now I fully understand. That's why you said it's nothing. Yes, that is the reason why I said it's nothing. You know, Jesus died on the cross for all our sin. Yes, we believe. From now on, our family will believe. So, Suyeon was enlightened. Pastor, thank you, Paul. Now I believe. I believe my sickness will also be disappeared. Because, doctor said, Suyeon can live only 6 months. But, even after hearing this gospel, 6 months passed when they met doctor again. Doctor was surprised to see Suyeon. Oh, Suyeon, you are very healthy. Doc, you are wrong. You said I'm dying within 6 months, but now I'm still living very healthy. How can this thing happen? Suyeon testified what happened to her by meeting Reverend Oxpark, by hearing the gospel, and then by the death of Jesus on the cross. And finally, Suyeon could hear the last word of Jesus on the cross. Do you know what is the last word of Jesus on the cross? Final words from the cross? That's this John chapter 19, verse 30. It is finished. It is finished. So, Suyeon, it is finished. It, my sin, finished. It, my mellitus, finished. It, my skin cancer, bone cancer, tongue cancer, stomach cancer, etc., etc. That's it. And it is finished. Suyeon was very happy. She feel very light heart. Before, very heavy, right? Now, very light. And then she could fly because of such a burden disappeared. She was very happy. And finally, Suyeon could come back to her normal body condition. Little by little, her numbness was disappeared. And then she could run, and then she could attend to jogging, and then she could attend to short distance marathon, In our World Camp in Korea, she could finish the 3 kilometers marathon, That is what happened to Suyeon. That is truly amazing in the life of Suyeon. So what is the reason why Suyeon had such a successful life story in her, such a miserable condition? Yeah, because she was connected to the strong heart, which is in Jesus. Jesus could overcome all our life problems, right? This is the reason why Jesus became our Lord and Savior and our God, right? That's the reason why we could overcome all our life problems. Me also, one of the example, when I was in hospital, when I read that Bible verse, when I connect my heart to the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10, my heart become strong. Yeah, that is truly amazing, right? So, no matter what kind of problem you may have at this point, don't worry. When you connect your heart to the strong heart of Jesus Christ, then you will overcome all your life problems. You understand me? Yeah, that's the power of overcoming life. Overcoming life. Through this World Camp, I hope all your life become such a overcoming life and successful life and powerful life and fruitful life, and you lead many other people to have such a successful life. Then you will be true good leader in your city, and later in the next generation, you will become national leader, right? That is truly amazing. So as you see, Suyeon is now witnessing her life story, She become a star mind lecturer, star mind lecturer, and she's giving her lecture in our TGLC. What is the TGLC? Tomorrow Global Leaders Camp. Yeah, this is what Suyeon is now experienced in her life. So, strong mind is the answer for the depression in our life. COVID-19 destroys the world, and mind education makes the people to overcome the depression in life. Yeah, this is my lecture for you for this hour. So thank you for joining our online World Camp. I hope all of you have this strong mind in the rest of your life. Thank you. God bless.
So thank you very much for the inspiring message. Again, let's give him a big hand. Thank you. So at this point, before we end our afternoon session, let's first have some few announcements. So first is later on, our evening session is going to start at 7 p.m. Again, we're going to start at 7 p.m. So please be seated before 30 minutes. Okay, you can enter to our Zoom meeting before 30 minutes of our event. And you can see the link in your group chat, so please be informed about it. So everyone, I hope you can enter to our Zoom meeting before 30 minutes. So we're going to end our afternoon session here and have a great dinner. Thank you.